Hi, everybody. I am a little bit late because I actually thought I was on, but I wasn't. So, I am Tiffany Fulcher. I am CEO and founder of MomSpace. MomSpace is an online membership community for entrepreneurial moms, and you can find us online at momspaceu.com. So I am doing my weekly Lunch and Learn business series, and today we're talking all about how to avoid the top 10 mistakes that entrepreneurs make and how to kind of mitigate that risk and not fall into the trap of, doing those same mistakes that everyone else has done. This is my Thursday Lunch and Learn, and every Thursday I come to you live for about 10 to 20 minutes with a freebie, free training, and some new information that you can take back and apply in your business. Hey, LaShonda, thank you for joining me. All right, so the objective for today's training is to teach entrepreneurs and small businesses about how to avoid mistakes that have already been made, especially for those of you who are very new or small, because those mistakes for your companies tend to have a very adverse effect as opposed to a larger corporation or a medium-sized business. They can kind of get away with making some of these mistakes over and over again before they begin to see a real downfall in their business. I always like to start each training with a quote. So I'm going to give you this one from Thomas Edison. It says, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work." Well, there are a lot of ways that don't work, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Over 50% of businesses fail in the first 5 years, and often, more times than not, those failures are lumped into one thematic way of doing things. There are a lot of entrepreneurs who are inspired, who are motivated. They have, the passion behind what they're doing, but they fall into these traps of mistakes and it causes them to lose everything. And so today I want to help you to kind of mitigate that risk. If you see that there's a theme that's happening amongst businesses, then you want to stay away from that as much as possible. And so even though there's 10,000 ways to fail, and you will fail, there'll be some mistakes that you will make, but you want to try to stay away from the ones that have already been made as much as possible so that you can, move forward in your business and be successful in the ways that you are supposed to be. So I'm going to start with number one. And while you're here, if you haven't done so, you can go online and grab a copy of my free ebook. It's How to Build a Six-Figure Biz with Kids. And it's online at www.tiffanyfulcher.co. And I'll put that up on the screen for you. So mistake number one is they don't spend time on foundational things. So entrepreneurs or small business owners, the first mistake that a lot of them make is they don't spend time on foundational things. Now, foundational things are not sexy. They're not the fun stuff, right? Foundational things are crucial to your success, however. So those are things like making sure that you have contracts in place, knowing who plays a role in your business and writing out what those roles are, creating systems that work within the confines of your business, defining your target market, really redefining your messaging. All of those things need to be done in order to have a successful business. But a lot of times people steer away from those things because they're not fun, they're not sexy. And I really liken it to when you build a house, right? When you build a house, you have to have that initial blueprint, and somebody has to create that initial blueprint. That may not necessarily be you, but someone has to sit down and say, this is where the garage is going to go. This is where the bathroom's going to go. This is where the master bedroom's going to go. And a lot of times they have to erase and start over and reposition things. And that's what happens when you build a foundation in your business. But those things make your business work. So while we, don't get to pick doorknobs or flooring or wallpaper, the fun stuff before the foundation is built, we also have to steer away from only spending time on the fun stuff in business, like building a website or, creating wonderful content or working on our brand colors. Those things are important and they bring people into the business, but we have to also dig into the things that keep people staying